Hey guys, right here. Hope you're having a great day. I wanted to drop by and do this Facebook Live because this is something that I see on a daily basis in my practice, and really over the last 20 years in being in the wellness industry and working with other coaches, healers, and entrepreneurs who are trying to grow a business, a service-based business, and attract clients, create abundance, but they are having a hard time. Or maybe, maybe you're in a place where you haven't quite stepped into that, but you're thinking about it. Maybe you're an aspiring coach or a healer or entrepreneur. You have something inside of you. You have a message, you have a mission, you've had an experience that you want to basically bring to other people, bring your message to other people, and you're not quite sure how to step into that. These are the 4 non-negotiables that I wish somebody would have told me 20 years ago when I started on my entrepreneurial journey, because it would have saved me a lot of time, energy, trial and error. And this is why I feel so passionate about this. So for those of you who don't know me, and while I'm introducing myself, go ahead and just drop down below in the comments. Let me know who's watching, so I can give you a shout out. I see Mandy, I see Carol, I see you guys coming in, but I can't quite see everybody. So just let me know where you're coming in from, and if you're watching the replay, go ahead and type replay. If you're watching live with me, go ahead and type live. So I will just start by introducing myself. My name is Right, and I'm an intuitive transformation coach, a Reiki master teacher, and a spiritual guide. And I basically help coaches, healers, and spiritual entrepreneurs overcome self-doubt and become magnetic to their soulmate clients so they can confidently create an abundant business and life, sharing their magic. Let me know if you would like to be able to share your magic with others, do what you love, what lights up your soul, and actually get paid for it. So you're helping others, you're stepping into your purpose, and you're getting paid abundantly for that, so that you are creating a lifestyle that just excites you. So I've been in the wellness industry, like I said, for 20 years. I have played many different roles as a wellness practitioner and an entrepreneur, starting from being an esthetician, working in the medical spas, and becoming a leader in that industry, a trainer in that industry. I'm an energy healer. I've worked in retail, all within the context of holistic healing. I started an essential oil business, where I hand blend oils and have retailed them to spas and stores, yoga studios, and to individuals. I am also a leader in the network marketing industry, partnered with a wellness company for the last 8 years. And I'm an intuitive. So I've had many different hats in the wellness space. And I've worked for myself since I was 23 years old, went out on my own, and have never had a boss since, and have really thrived in this industry personally, as well as helping other practitioners thrive professionally and personally. And so I wanted to talk about this today because I see this time and time again with entrepreneurs. One or more of these key elements are missing, and it causes them to not see the results that they are looking for. It also, it causes them many times to sabotage. Let me know if you can relate down below, having these feelings of, can I really make this happen? Can I really do this? Why isn't this working for me? Why is it working for others? Or maybe you just feel like there's this block, like you feel like you are in action, you're doing everything that is required, but for some reason, you're just not seeing the results. The people are not coming to you. You're getting crickets on your posts or your Facebook lives. You know that you have something in your heart that you want to share, but you're not getting your message across, or you're feeling stuck. Or let me know if this is you on the flip side. Maybe you have these, big goals and you're doing the personal development work, the mindset work, but you're not taking the aligned action that's needed in order to, to attract the client. So you're working on the mindset piece, but you're not in action. You're procrastinating. You're not motivated. You don't have a routine day to day where you're, reaching out and you are in income producing activities. So let me know kind of where you fall, and regardless of where you fall, you're going to benefit from today. So I like to talk about the secret sauce to success and attracting abundance. And I like to think of it in very simple terms, okay? It's really a very simple equation. And here's the equation. It's vision plus mindset plus energy plus aligned action equals results. Now, what does that mean? Those are the 4 components that are non-negotiables for any successful entrepreneur. Now, whether they're aware of the fact, for instance, that energy plays a part in it, that's another story. They may not be aware of it, but they have hygiene around their energy. They may not call it that, okay? If you are missing any one of these 4 components, you will not see the success in your business that you want, okay? So let's take, for example, like I said, maybe you have a strong vision, you have a strong why, you know what it is that you want to do, you know who it is that you want to help, you know what service it is that you offer, and you feel good about the transformation that you're providing. However, you're not in action. You feel stuck. You have these doubts that creep in. You have these fears that creep in that, tell you why you can't do it, or why Aunt Susie's going to judge you, or why you don't have enough experience, or why somebody isn't going to listen to you, or whatever it may be. So you may have the vision part, but you're having some trouble with the mindset piece, the belief piece. And therefore, you are stuck and you're not implementing. You're not taking the aligned action that's needed to implement that vision, okay? Or let's talk about the flip side. Maybe you are in action, but the action that you're taking isn't really aligned with your core beliefs and values. So let's just say, you found some training that says that you're supposed to message every single person that you know and tell them about what it is that you're doing. And that feels really awkward, and that feels really kind of weird, and you're not feeling that authentic connection with that person. It feels kind of cold. It's like very cut and paste. But it doesn't feel aligned energetically. So energetically, you feel off about that because that's not natural for you. That's, you're a connector. You're somebody who likes to get to know somebody and be more conversational with them and see, what it is that, they may be struggling with, so that, if you have a solution that you can offer to them, you can speak directly to that solution, rather than just kind of, let me know if you can relate to this, just throwing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks. And okay, so you might be in a category where your energy is really good, okay? You take good care of yourself. You have healthy boundaries around people. You don't allow yourself to get exhausted or drained. So maybe your energy is good, but you are lacking vision. You don't really know what you want. You don't have clarity. You don't have direction, okay? So this is where, if any of those pieces of the puzzle are missing, that is where we're not going to see the results that we want. So the first one is vision. What is it that you actually want? And I know this seems very simple and very basic, But you would be amazed at how many people just haven't really thought about this, or haven't really written this out, or haven't journaled about this. When we give our mind a target for what it is that we truly want, our mind, it has something in there called the reticular activating system, I believe that's what it's called. And it scientifically, it is when you give your mind a target for what it is that you want, it will actively seek the path of least resistance to get you there, okay? So, we see this when we're focused on something, when we're thinking about something, all of a sudden, it seems like that, something is everywhere. I remember when I was pregnant, all of a sudden it was like everywhere I looked, everybody was pregnant, and I thought to myself, is everybody just getting pregnant? But it's not. It's just your mind is hyper aware of the things in your environment and the experiences that are aligned with, where your thoughts are and where your vision is. So if you don't give your mind that target, it's going to just kind of take you wherever it wants, right? So being clear, because we don't all share the same vision. Are you somebody who is seeking to have $1 million business? Or are you somebody who is just looking to pay for their kids' camp, for instance, okay? But we can't set goals. We can't know where we're going and how to get there, or have any kind of strategy or plan to get there, or measure of how we're doing if we don't even know where we're going or what it is that we want. So vision is very important. I go very much more deeply with my private clients and in my group programs on vision, and diving into not only your personal vision, but the vision of your brand and your mission. So the second thing is mindset. So those limiting beliefs, those patterns that basically we get stuck in, that sabotage us, that stop us from taking action on our vision, because our mind is programmed to stay stuck. If we don't learn the language of the mind and how to deprogram the fear-based thinking that we have, or the sabotaging thoughts and beliefs, then we can have all the strategy in the world, we can have all the vision in the world, we are going to stop ourselves from implementing. So I'll give you an example of this. You only manifest, you only bring about what you believe is possible, and what you believe that you deserve, and what you want. And so I mentioned earlier that I had started an essential oil business that I still have, where I hand blend aromatherapy oils. And a bunch of years ago, I was approached by Bed Bath & Beyond, which is a big box retailer. They absolutely loved my oils. They loved my mission and everything about them, and they wanted to put them on their shelves. And, I had set out initially that I had this vision that I wanted to grow this essential oil business, and that this was going to provide for my family, right? And I had set out all these goals, but I had this sneaky belief system underneath these goals that I wasn't aware of, that caused me to sabotage that deal with Bed Bath & Beyond. I never followed up with them. I convinced myself that, as a small one-woman show, I wouldn't be able to handle orders. I wouldn't be able to keep up. The quality would have to change, and X, Y, and Z, every excuse under the sun why to not follow through, because I had this underlying belief that I was actually afraid of success. How was I going to handle success? How was that going to impact my family? What was I going to do? And a bunch of other underlying beliefs that were under the hood. So I sabotaged myself, okay? Rather than following through, going to the meeting and dealing with whatever came up, and just kind of taking it one step at a time, I just sabotaged the deal. And so I had to go in and really deconstruct why I did that. What were the beliefs that were stopping me from having what I wanted. And once I was able to address those beliefs, clear those beliefs, and create new patterns, then I was able to have success in my next business, which was in my network marketing business, which exploded very quickly. Okay, but I couldn't have done that without dealing with the underlying things that were happening. So, mindset is hugely important, and getting at those limiting beliefs. Okay, energy is hugely important because everything is energy. So, we are attracting people and experiences and situations to ourselves based on our own energy. So, if I am a holistic practitioner and I am talking about wellness and I'm putting out all kinds of inspirational quotes on Facebook, but internally I'm struggling, or at home I am feeling drained or frustrated or anxious or overwhelmed. My energy is kind of all over the place. My interactions with people, my relationships or in my friendships are strained. I'm feeling drained. Then there's an incongruency. Okay, so I talk to people about how to remain in high vibrating states, looking at what it is that you're eating. What are you fueling your body with? What are you fueling your brain with? Are you practicing affirmations and listening to podcasts that are inspiring and uplifting and, keeping you motivated and keeping your vibration high? Or are you neglecting your self-care? You're hanging around with people who cause a lot of drama, you're just not you're just not emotionally resilient or emotionally grounded. So, meaning that just because somebody is not 100% positive with you about what you're doing in your business, or maybe they say, no, thank you, I'm going to take a pass on what you're offering, you don't just crumble, right? So now you're in this low vibrating state. So there's a lot more to this. I could create a year-long program on this. So there's a lot more to this. I'm just kind of giving you the tip of the iceberg, okay? And then lastly, aligned action. So taking action that's aligned with your vision. So, the action piece is definitely the logistics, the strategy, the time management, the how many people am I speaking to, the action-based steps that are needed to speak to your audience in order to get your message across, to be consistent in doing that, okay? But then also making sure that what you're doing feels aligned for you. So like we talked about, if you're in action, okay, so I'm in action, I'm reaching out to people, but I'm sending them these spammy messages. Yes, you are in action, but that spamminess is not in alignment with your values, as a person and as a business of creating relationships with people and serving from the heart, right? And so is what you're doing, does it make sense to the overall vision of your company? And does it feel good to you? Does it excite you? Is it something that, because if it's not exciting you, it's draining you, that's going to change your energy. That's going to change your vibration, and your message isn't going to come across, right? So I'm going to be creating a live program, you guys, to help entrepreneurs get all these foundational pieces in place and a lot more. So, type down below success if you want to be notified when I go live with that program. I'm really, really excited about it, and I'm really looking forward to this. This is kind of like I said, what I wish I had. It's going to take what I have learned as an entrepreneur over the last 20 years and working with others and give them a foundation to really work with and to really, get connected with who you are, what you're offering, get clarity on, what your message is, and then how to align your mindset and your vibration and your actions with your vision and what it is that you want to move you through fear and self-doubt and into ease and flow and abundance. So type down below success if you want to know when that's going to be happening. I'm super excited about it. And it will be done all live weekly with all kinds of magic, as always. So take care, guys. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.